Greetings, YouTube. Happy pre-American Thanksgiving Eve for those of you who celebrate it. Of course, at the time of recording this, it's pre-Thanksgiving. I don't know when you clicked on it. I appreciate that you did. I've heard two main complaints so far in this week's cycle of the Marvel Casino of Champions. The first is just how the relic system works, and I think there are plenty of people. There was like 70% of the people who voted in my poll last night didn't care. Just had not been emotionally affected at all by it. Now, that may change, right? As relics become 5 stars and maybe even 6 stars, as they start to really impact whether or not you can defeat somebody in battlegrounds or maybe even helping out in the arena. I don't know. Then maybe we're going to change our tune as far as the majority of the people who at least watch my channel and vote on things. But, you know, our first impressions are just meh. Like, it's not game-changing. I still think it is dramatically an overstatement that they said in a message that it's the biggest thing to ever happen to the game. Like, I don't think it's the biggest thing to ever happen to the game. But besides that, I also have heard from people who are struggling with Battlegrounds because, of course, everybody starts back in, Bronze 2? And so, yeah, you're getting matched up against somebody who maybe finished in the top tier of Battlegrounds last season, and now suddenly you're fighting them and you finished in maybe, like I did, like a gold tier. So, my best advice, as I will do a video on this today as well, is just to be patient and maybe even just wait until the best rosters and crazy spenders, they just leave the bronze arenas the bronze battlegrounds events because they're, advancing. With that being said, y'all, I'm really excited about Act 8 Chapter 2 beta. If there's something that I have really enjoyed this year, going back to last year, it's the way that they coded Act 7 and then Act 8. 8.1 was fun, it was fair, as well as the boss fight. Yeah, I had to use revives, but I had so many in the overflow, and I did, get a little desperate and open some, quite a few 4-hour crystals. I guess that's to be expected. But, in general, the rewards were great, the difficulty was fair, and the nodes, for the most part, weren't that difficult. I also have to say this, though. I used Hercules for most of it, so sometimes I feel like since he's such a cheat code, I'm actually not qualified to discuss content like Hercules. You should just get a waiver or something, because he's such a unique cheat code, especially once he enters his unblockable, awakened, and in my case, rank 4 Sig 200 phase. Can't wait to see what he looks like with Ascension, which still to me sounds like a new age church. But I'm excited, and some of you have said, Prof, you didn't talk about the beta. Well, I did touch on it at the beginning of the video. I just didn't title it that and didn't really spend any time on it. But yeah, if I go to the beta hub, I'm pumped. I'm signed up and really excited. And I applaud Kabam for acting on this, because there could be some disgruntlement amongst the relic system, especially how it impacts prestige this week, as we've seen whales already go crazy with it. I also think it is worth noting that when it comes to new things in the game, some people are going to like it, some people just aren't. That's the nature of things. We had several people quit when 6 stars were announced. We've had several people quit now that 7 stars are announced. So the best thing Kabam can do for the future of the game, as you can see, it literally says in the beta hub title, test new features and provide feedback to help shape the future of the game. The best thing you can do is really just give players a reason to get excited about future content that they're familiar with, and that's fair. And if Act 8 Chapter 2 is anything like Act 8 Chapter 1, I think that checks all those boxes. So I'm signed up. I'm excited. I'll be able to give some feedback hopefully in the next week or two. Next week's going to be crazy because I'll also be doing the updated class polls that are always so controversial, especially for people who are voting on them live. Updated class polls. The Magical Moose stole the show last year or at least not last year, 2 months ago, as did Scorpion. And some people are still not happy with it. So get ready to vote. Either way, I'm signed up. I'm excited. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Good luck to everybody who's signed up as well. Hopefully you got an invite.